Hello, my beautiful friends. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. I hope you're well. I'm happy to be here. So, here we go with our divine inspiration message for today. Okay, as always, for this week, we're using Angel Affirmation Cards by Radleigh Valentine, the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray, the Angelic Activation Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, and each day we pull a card from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. I like to give credit to those wonderful spiritual teachers and masters who design these cards and put them in or on the market for all of us to use. My isms today: I am nurtured, supported, and loved by the universe. This comes from Joanna Pantases, a good friend of mine. Every moment of my life is filled with miracles. I am the magic miracles are made of, and I make them all manifest. But let's get to the angel numerology number and see how all this comes into place. Gertrude and Beatrice are here. And we've got a number 6 day, which is about revising, reliving, maybe reworking some plans. But it's mostly about being responsible, having a loving heart, finding compassion for yourself and others, being selfless, loving, and the big important message here is to stop fretting, particularly about material things. Instead, refocus your thoughts on positive desires. It's a spiritual message to lift your vibration even higher and be present to what's going on around you. You're being given kindness from heaven and urged to get off this merry-go-round and become a master of your own plan for your own life purpose. Now, this comes up quite a bit for people. Growth is a messy, tough, challenging process. The 7 of Swords is what the card works with. That can talk about and speak to thoughts, addictive habits. It also works with the major arcana card of the ego, or in some decks, the devil. Use this full moon energy and the sign of Aquarius as your guides. Ask for Archangel Michael to remove negative energies, dark forces, anything that's attached itself to you, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, to the left of you, to the right of you, and up underneath your feet. Place yourself in a blue bubble of sparkly protection. And if you need to, call upon Archangel Sandalphon, who is the twin brother of Archangel Metatron, and he can take your prayers from miracle magic, miracles. Oh, I can't talk today. Miracles and magic straight up to heaven, to the source energy to provide them for you. And I'm hoping that makes sense to all of you. Let's go to Yasmin Boland's daily pull-apart message, which is from her Moonology Tear-Off Diary. Today, she says, sees the moon moving over the top of Saturn. Again, it's the planet that's all about hard facts and limitations. So I might have read this yesterday by mistake, but it applies to today. It might feel like the milk of human kindness had dried up. Just try to trust that all this will pass. I did read that yesterday, so I don't know what happened to Wednesday's Moonology Diary, and that was my mistake. Sorry. All right, let's get right to it. Our angel affirmation card comes from the wonderful Archangel Ariel. I am the lioness of God, archangel of strength and courage. Call upon me for self-confidence to fearlessly face any situation. And then the affirmations are: I stand in my power and courage. I embrace the limitless possibilities that await me. And you can add on, I am nurtured and supported, loved by the universe. These affirmations affirm where you want to go, affirm what you want to feel, and affirm where your energy and your vibrations are lifting to. We have Bridget, our divine master, this week. She's saying, let your passions lead you to your purpose and strike up your inner power. Bridget, as I said yesterday, was over the Irish wells and springs and water. She's the goddess of Ireland. You almost say a patron saint. But she was given sainthood by the Christians in England. We have the air guardian with us this week. Take time to breathe. And it says, slow down and breathe. Take time to reflect before proceeding further. You're allowing your past experience to influence your current behavior. So thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings create behaviors. So stop anything that's leading you down a not so pleasant rabbit hole. There's another way forward, the Air Guardian says. Remind yourself to stay in that high vibrational energy. Actions and choices. Refrain from reacting. This will only delay your progress forward. You can say, I breathe with ease, knowing the angels are with me. Now, I think it's easy for those of us that work with the light and work with spirit to have spirit remind us, well, everything's going to be okay. It usually is. It usually is okay. The challenge is the past, what happened before, what was said before, the people that came before, particularly when we have this time of uncertainty. We're not really sure. There's fear. Fear is all about the ego. Fear is not about freedom. Freedom is about love. There's our card. Gertrude, Beatrice, thank you. Look, I mean, really. So, Spirit says your vibration is rising. Well, hello, we've got all these cards. Standing in courage and power, embracing limitless possibilities. We got the number 6, change your way of thinking, change what you're looking at. And now we have Archangel Michael, clear, 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 clear as day. And this image is Archangel Michael looking at the reflection and touching this mirror, if you will, the reflection, with the sword or with the sparkly blue light. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Gertrude and Beatrice. Gertrude is literally spinning around, her hands out wide, and she's almost got this like poodle skirt on, which is red with white polka dots. She's loving herself today. And she's literally spinning around. She says like an ice skater about to do one of those really fast spins. Wow, this is incredible. I'm going to read from the guidebook just to see what Bradley Valentine has to add to this. It is possible you might have noticed that you're feeling a little different these days. Oh, no crap. Oh, excuse me. Perhaps you're aware that your actions and your thoughts have shifted to a new, more spiritual vibe. Maybe you're finding it easier to have faith. That's because you're currently going through a change in spiritual vibration. The frequency you are tuned into in your human experience is on the shift. Because of work you've been doing to become stronger, healthier, and more spiritual, this is why the shift is occurring. This can sometimes be disorienting, but have absolutely no fear. The current vibrational upgrade will be completed quite soon. Pay attention to the way your body feels, the emotions you're experiencing, the thoughts that are running through your mind. Talk out loud to your guardian angels and to me, Archangel Michael. Tell us what you'd like to bring into your life, as well as what you'd like to take away. We can make those things a part of your new reality. What you want to bring in. I like this a whole lot. If you feel uncomfortable, take a salt bath to clear your aura of old energy that's being pushed out by your frequency shift. Be excited about what is to come. And don't worry, these changes are for your highest good. Let me go back over to this camera here. So, Gertrude just said, put some high vibrational music on. Whatever gets you lifted, whatever gets you shifted, whatever gets you shaking, rattling, and rolling. Even Beatrice is doing a sideways. I'm sorry, she's looking at me with, give me that stare. She's doing this sideways shuffle. Yep, you got it. She's a little bit slower, but she's got a beat going on. And she's secretly telling me, oh my goodness, that she loves it when I'm giggling. It's hard not to giggle with you see these fairies in my mind's eye. One is just doing, her little like her jazzercise, and the other one spinning like a crazy thing. That's the other part to it. Joy, happiness, harmony. Sometimes when I can feel my own energy flying down that ratchet hole and I want to manifest something miraculous, something magical, something outrageous, I have to shift where I am. No one else can do it for me. The challenge most of us have, myself included, we're impatient. We want what happens now. The other challenge is we are used to being in this merry-go-round of madness. Remember, today is time to get off of it. It's time to stop it. It's time to, the number 6 energy, get rid of it. That merry-go-round of madness is what we created at some point with the thinking. And the thinking becomes a reality. So if you're on that merry-go-round of the same old, nothing's going to change, the same old, nothing will change. However, if you get in the mode of laughing your head off, finding something comical, even not to the expense of other people, that's really cruel. However, I am reminded, now I'm going to tell a little story because I like my stories. My grandma Mabel, yes, I'm talking about you. She's in spirit. She had a good friend whose name was Ina, I-N-A, Stockley. She was an English woman, so it wasn't like she came from a different part of Europe. Her name was somewhat Polish, Czechoslovakian, something like that. Anyway, these two women were good friends, along with another woman named Vera. And Vera, Ina, and Mabel would carry on. Like when I say carry on, they would sit, in a park or on a bus or somewhere in public. And I would be a little boy listening into these crazy conversations. Usually, because the British are very good at this, picking apart other people. The reason why I find it amusing, because, there's a habit we get into. And they would look at someone and be like, do you think she was really, what is that all about? Anything that was odd or very different, it would get a little head tilt. Obviously, being English ladies, everything is sort of prim and proper. And that didn't just be limited to people, it extended beyond it. They could be walking past somebody's garden and be like, this person needs to trim their hedges, or that person needs to understand their gate was open, or what were they thinking painting their front. I mean, if they saw my front door bright, crazy yellow, yellow, sunshine yellow is my front door. I think my grandma would be, well, no, she'd be okay with it because her bedrooms were everything from lime green to lilac. And it was that was what I call my magic time. I mean, what's really ironic about all of this, what they were somewhat comically commenting on about things they saw, experiences that they had, they themselves were quite guilty of. But it wasn't harmful. It was just amusing. It was just funny. It was just, they got their giggles out of things that were just odd and different. And I think that's harmless. When it's cruel, it's when you're laughing at a person who can't really change their situation, when you're bullying them, when you're berating them. But, to say to someone, okay, you should rethink those clothes, or or what was the reason, or things like I could go on and on with these stories, but you don't want to hear about all those. I'll save them for another day. You have to, well, no, I won't, because these folks are in spirit. They'd be upset with me for sharing their nonsense. Listen, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and do what you do. I'll be back with a video about tomorrow night's Woo Woo Lounge. It's not, we're doing it a week apart. So I'll see you then. Bye. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.